Bryce Young's a former #1 overall pick that just got benched. Bryce's rookie year was really tough, and that seemed to carry over to this year, despite the coaching turnover and all the additions through the offseason. Let's look at the tape and break down why Bryce Young has been benched. All right, first play we're looking at here for Bryce Young, we're going to see a little bit of, it's virtually man here, and then from Daiyan Henley to Chuba Hubbard, that's man. So watch the left side of the field, Bryce Young's left. You're going to have Daiyan Henley. He's going to crash down because the running back's coming out that way. And then Tommy Tremble's going to be up on a dig. And so we'll watch this through real quick. You're going to have Bryce Young. He's loading up. He's patting the ball. He's ready to throw it to this dig that he's anticipating. And then you're going to have Chuba Hubbard back underneath, and Daiyan Henley kind of flattens out. So Bryce Young, ball's up. He's throwing the ball to Tommy Tremble. So a little bit of some anticipatory stuff. Placement is going to be right there in the bucket, but Tommy Tremble, no separation, gets stuffed at the catch point. So here's a good view. Christian Fulton right here is going to be on Tommy Tremble, and Daiyan Henley right here is going to be manned with Chuba Hubbard. To watch just the turnout of this play as they kind of progress through it. Tommy Tremble straight off. He's going to get a little chip block here on Khalil Mack. He's moving upfield now. Bryce Young again just staring it through, waiting for Tommy Tremble to make that cut to the inside, and then throws it. Anticipation. The ball was right there. It's a good play by Christian Fulton and not good separation from Tommy Tremble. And here on this next play, you're just going to see a designed swing pass out here. It's going to the running back the whole time, but I want you to watch Xavier Legette right here just drive Derwin James out of the picture to make open space for the running back underneath, giving him a little bit more runway before he meets defenders. A little hurdle there as well. Very nicely done. Snap the ball. Bryce Young loads up really quick. Short game to Chuba Hubbard. Good block and hurdle. Really nice. I don't know why it's so tiny, but it says 3rd and 5 right there. If you can see it, 3rd and 5. This next play we'll be looking at. Bryce Young straight off the snap. He's going to be looking at this, which, I mean, if this guy bites right here, this is actually where you want to go, because Deontay Johnson's running a zig route back out to the outside where he'd then have room. But if you keep watching it, Asante doesn't really bite and he still stays pretty relaxed. And so Bryce Young, you're going to see him switch over to this clutter of the field here after he has no success. So he's going to progress back this way. Adam Thielen's not even giving him eyes. Adam Thielen is looking down in that way. That looks covered. That's covered, really blanketed. And so Bryce Young getting pressure is going to have to loop out and try to make a play. Again, this is 3rd down. And so he's just escaping, and then he's telling his guys, hey, do something. And if I'm Adam Thielen, I'm fading this way, but he's instead going to fade upfield. Xavier Legette upfield. You're going to see JT Sanders come across, and then Deontay Johnson down here. He pretty much gives up on the play until he realizes there's a second wind, and you'll see him realize it really quick here. And then he's going to put his hands up. He's like, I'm right here. I'm all the way at the bottom. And Bryce Young's over here, and he's all the way down here. So this throw would be one hell of a throw. He's calling for the ball. He's like, it's me. I'm the open guy. But again, that would be an unhumane throw. Bryce Young cannot find a guy and goes down. So on 3rd down, you can always take your shot, but instead, I mean, he kind of rolls out. He has a chance. And if you want to heave it right here, go right ahead. He doesn't quite get the ball out of his hands and gets sacked for a massive loss. This next play from Bryce Young is going to set up for like the rest of the game. It's just a broken short game screen sort of thing. You're going to see Bryce Young straight off the snap, and he's going to go to it, no hesitation. And once it's over here, 7 is just broken the play. Legette, Adam Thielen, Mingo, you've got these 3 coming in. They're going to swarm to the ball. Like, it's just not a great play. And the first defender, Christian Fulton, had himself quite the first quarter here, and they just bury it behind the line. On this next play, you'll see another attempt at a screen. You're going to get Adam Thielen on the move. You're going to get Deontay Johnson coming back, and I'm sure the running back's going to go try to help, or someone's going to roll out, and you have these 2 linemen working outfield, upfield. Adam Thielen, you got these guys. Dion's diagnosing it. Daiyan Henley. Backs turned towards the linebacker. He's just trying to get free. 63's running towards the recipient of the catch here. Deontay Johnson to block off that edge. And so Moton, I believe that is, gets upfield instead of blocking Daiyan Henley, and it's just a blatant stop. Bryce Young, man in motion, gets it over to the screen. They're going to keep trying the short game, not making him stretch to read the field that much, and they put him down. One of the worst throws I've seen on tape this year, which obviously not the greatest start to the play, but you're going to have Deontay Johnson just running an intermediate dig pretty much, and Bryce Young, look at where his eyes already are. They're already on Deontay Johnson, who's running this route. You got the safety over top. You got the linebacker underneath. He's going to try to split the defenders. And he does a good job avoiding the linebacker. The passing lane's all the way out here. Junior Colson couldn't get to it, but look at the safety. He's already breaking on it. The safety's on his way down. Colson on his way sliding, and he's trying to throw to this guy right there. That is clinically insane. And so with this ball in the air, trying to throw to this guy, how do you think this is going to go? It goes about how you expect it to go, and it's intercepted. You'll get a view with it here on the second angle behind Bryce Young as he's just ripping it here, arms up. And he's throwing to this guy over the middle with Colson and then the safety over top who actually makes the play because this ball is just out of the way because he's trying to avoid the linebacker. It was never going to this guy. This is his receiver right here. That's his teammate. There are two Chargers in front of him. And then, hey, say this was open. This guy's, if that's Derwin James, he's taking his head off. He's coming up to chase it. It's going to be a chaos either way. It's bad. It's just bad. Look at this little play right here, and why I say little and incorporate it. It's literally Chuba Hubbard. I mean, look at these three right here. They're basically a wall. I think this is designed. They have multiple plays like this, but Chuba just rolling. And then, I mean, who knows? This could be a design. It could not be, but either way. You see Bryce Young? Did you watch him there? Did you watch? I'll give you one more chance to watch this through and see if you see what I'm seeing, because I think it's kind of funny. So Bryce Young takes the snap, reading. Yeah, it looks like this wasn't even a designed thing. But watch Bryce Young right here. Look at him. He got his little feetsies up in the air to get over Khalil Mack and the inside guy. That could be like Poona Ford or something. But either way, he has to jump to clear the line, and then the ball ends up being placed off. If the ball is placed in stride, you give your running back a chance to like come back or make a play and avoid this big old guy that's crashing down. But instead, it's just going to be out of stride. So he has to like slow down, temper down, and that's going to give, I believe that's Perriman, all the runway he needs. Yeah, it's just, again, kind of funny. On this play, we're going to watch Bryce Young's eyes. One, two, just kind of roaming around. It's weird, in my opinion. I don't see this a lot. So my guess is he was like always throwing it to the running back. Just watch this, though. So when he takes his step back, he's going to get in his drop. His eyes just kind of swivel everywhere. He looked this way already. He already looked this way. And now he's working the middle. He looked down the middle of the field. And now he's looking that way. Like, I don't know. This was always going to Chuba Hubbard, I believe, is the way that this worked and kind of resulted in. And he gets a few yards, I guess, but weird stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, we're watching a 3rd and 15. I repeat, 3rd and 15. So let's watch the type of routes they have. All right, let's look at it. You got this guy not going to get the first down. It's 15 yards. You got this guy, again, not going to be an option. So you basically have 3 guys looking to get you that first down. They're all, of course, running vertically. You got all these guys going, and let's see how and where they're making their breaks. Okay, so this is just a straight up run, and then this is going to be a dig with a safe, or not a safety. That could be a safety, but a player here, player here, player here, player here, player here, player here. You got this guy running back towards open space, but it doesn't matter if he sees reads. So you got this guy, you got this guy. Bryce Young checks it down to Miles Sanders, who's down here, and he's going to try to get all the way up to this yard line right there, and as you guessed, he doesn't quite get there. So nobody doing Bryce any favors, kind of just evaluates for a little bit there, and your internal clock kind of tells you to get that one out to Miles Sanders. All right, I'll give you guys a second here. What do you see? I see cover 0. You got man, and then I'm assuming man. Or no, probably man here. It could be a blitz. Who knows? It could be this guy's responsibility. It's disguising. It's chaotic defense. You're bringing the house. They're bringing the house down on Bryce Young in the backfield here, and you got Deontay Johnson on a quick out. That's kind of your go-to in this spot, and this is a plan for 0, by the way. There's no like anything else going on. And so at the top, it's anticipatory throw to the outside, and you'll never guess who it is. It's Christian Fulton again, getting out in front, and that probably would have been broken up if the pass had been on. So Bryce Young arms up. He's throwing it now, and he's going to ease out to the outside, but you see Christian Fulton will come back inside and have nice leverage at the catch point. He'll kind of loop around and get under it, but this ball is going to be way up out of the picture here. So it's not a great throw, not a great plan, not a great route against cover 0. We saw this earlier. They had a man in motion to get some quick game going to this side of the field. So what are they going to do? they're going to use that and they're going to say, hey, come stop us. And they're going to get eyes and feet going in this direction. You're going to see everybody kind of just switch over to this way. And then they're going to go play action. And then he's going to roll out Bryce Young. And then he has this guy right here. It's great awareness by Bryce to kind of up and extend instead of just running straight back and then giving this guy a chance at like a shoestring tackle. So Bryce Young obviously on the roll, and he doesn't have the outside. So he's going to have to settle, reset the pocket, or I guess reset his feet. But he didn't. And he's throwing to Deontay Johnson, who's wide open on his little crossing route, just getting across the field. Bryce Young airmail, and it's gone. You could say, hey, two hands, Deontay, but trust me, this is not Deontay Johnson's fault. When we're looking at it from here, you're going to see Bryce, and he doesn't even, like I said, care to reset his feet, and he's just going to try to get it down here to Deontay Johnson, and it's just too far out in front. I mean, if I'm Deontay Johnson, I'm laying out for it. Don't get me wrong. 3rd and 7 for the Carolina Panthers again. They did a lot of the short game, a lot of runs to start their first and second downs. That obviously didn't take them too far. Just watch everyone on their routes here as you're going to be working up outside, blah, blah, blah. Look at all this. This is just crap. You've got like nothing doing, nothing going there. It's crap. All right, you have, I mean, Leggett got absolutely jammed. You got 3 guys right here. Maybe you can find that, and that is what we'll allude to. Well, we'll go back to the beginning. Bryce Young snaps the ball, and he's reading, I'm guessing, these two that are doing some sort of pass concept. I don't know what it is, but it's interesting here because Legett's coming back and that's going up, I'm guessing, or something like, I don't know, post corner. Who the hell knows, because they're so jammed. And then you got these two right here. And then Adam Thielen is going to be just working up to this part where nobody's at. I mean, the safety probably gets there, reads it, but Bryce looks back and starts escaping this way. So this really wasn't open because the safety had it. Instead, the safety reacts to Bryce's eyes and starts moving this way, making this look more open. So really nothing was happening. Bryce loses and just waits long. Bosa in the backfield. Like, there's so many things going on. It's just not all Bryce Young's fault. It's a very terrible situation. Nobody's doing anything. And he just rolls out, tries to make time on 3rd down as one does, and gets sacked. We're going to be watching something that I think was a big strong suit for Bryce, especially just watching this game alone. They did it a couple times, but we'll watch it here in full. It's just a ball placement, slant, quickly get him inside. And so we'll watch it slowly here and watch Adam Thielen. It's all going to be one motion. He's going to plant this foot. He's going to put it down, and he's just going to get upfield slant. And then just like, look at this. He's just going to plant, and he's going to be running and just trying to beat this guy to the point. Bryce Young, just use placement. Understand that this is like the catch. Like, this is the area. Isolate this for Bryce Young multiple times a game. Let him catch a rhythm. Let him catch a groove. Maybe start getting these linebackers to play depth in the middle. Get the run game going. Like, there are things you can do that you can basically modify the offense to Bryce Young's strong suits. It's that simple. I think that needed to be done more than what it is. Watching these like routes, the long stuff, it's not really at Bryce Young. Just let him use ball placement. Use that shade inside here where he's just going to be given the ball, using the leverage. Like, it's an experienced receiver. Just let him do more of this stuff. Stick to the strong suit of Bryce Young. And it's what I liked about this game, especially, is when he did stuff like this. They switched to the other scoreboard so we can actually see 4th and 2 in big numbers, font, letters, whatever you want to say. 4th and 7, we're going to see it again. Look where the isolation is. It's at the top of your screen. You're going to see Deontay Johnson against Asante Samuel Jr. There is no wasted jibber jabber. There's no stopping at the break of the route. He is just going to get up, going to get slanted. He's going to get, what is that, an oblique. And so what we're going to watch is just a quick load up and fire to your receiver that has the inside leverage, and the DB's not going to beat him to the point. Guide him upfield with your throw. It's very simple. Bryce Young, you'll watch him. This is where I thought he excelled the most, on this quick stuff, in rhythm, placement, inside, isolated with a receiver, one corner. You're not throwing into gaps and coverages. You're not looking at zones with multiple defenders. You're looking at a straight up receiver against a straight up corner, and you're giving the receiver a drag race, and you're letting Bryce Young kind of just place the ball where it needs to be placed. So we're going to watch this, obviously, right off the bat. You notice it's a very spread out look here by the Carolina Panthers, more spread out than they've been. Bryce Young straight off the snap. He's reading. I think he's like keeping this linebacker where he is. I don't know why. I don't know why his eyes are quite like, they don't look like they're all the way this way where they kind of should be. but I'd say the left side looks like it's where he wants to go, or he's keeping these guys this way because he wants to throw on this side. Either or, you can kind of take your guesses. The throw, in my opinion, has to be to Diontae Johnson, where he's just going to go like this, and then he's going to have that quick out. This guy is a little bit off. He's even in a back pedal right now, and then you've got Adam Thielen carrying upfield, taking this guy with him. So you have to throw this right here with anticipation, whatever, but his eyes have already adjusted back this way. I think he wanted something here. He's got no leverage there. So if you're going to win, it's going to have to be right here with anticipation, with, I mean, Christian Fulton, his leverage is up this way. It's going to be Diontae Johnson scooping underneath, and he dropped his eye. I mean, he was looking the most his eyes got to this side of the field was when he was watching like this linebacker, or it was Adam Thielen. I don't think he ever reached outside to Diontae Johnson with his eyes. He then switched back to the inside, or I'm guessing he wanted this dig. But hey, look, you have two linebackers over the middle. You knew that. You watched that over the beginning of the play, and so now you're relying on your check down, and he doesn't even throw that. He kind of waits on it. So watching this play from the snap again, when he snaps this ball, his eyes, they only look like they go as far as here. This looks like where his eyes are, and at most here, his peripheral, I don't know if it's hitting Adam Thielen, but I don't know. I think he's just trying to set up this side of the field, which I don't understand why. I mean, Mingo up, and then this guy threw a dig, but you saw these two middle defenders, and then you have your check down who's giving you, his back, and then once he's actually up and loose, you're looking at it. You don't throw it if you're Bryce. I guess he's just rolling out. He's kind of just doing what he does. You see right there, with no hesitation, throw this ball. That's probably the best chance you got while you're rolling out in rhythm with your back, and just let this one go. Instead, holds on to it and just couldn't make a thing of it. This is in a dire situation to end their game. This is their last drive, 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes left on the clocks. It's like 26-3. If you're going to get something, or you want to catch a rhythm, want to get some confidence, do that now if you're going to do it at all. So Bryce Young, we're going to watch him. We're going to watch him take the snap of this ball specifically, and look where his eyes are. They're going to be right down here on these two receivers, and it's going to be kind of like a little branch thing where you're going to have Adam Thielen coming up, and then you're going to have Jonathan Mingo getting vertical with him, and then he's going to fade off to the side, running a little bit of a corner route. So you're going to see this little dabble inside by Mingo, and then he's going to be out to the bottom of your screen as Adam Thielen's clearing out the top, taking the safety, isolating this guy. And so when you're in this situation, you're looking that way. You're watching this side of the field take the shot. I don't care about this guy. If he gets depth, I don't care. Throw the ball to Jonathan Mingo. Throw this football. Throw the ball. I'd be telling him if I'm the coach. Even if you throw an interception, we're going to lose the game regardless. This is your time to take the shots, to take the throws, and this is your closest defender, and that was your closest defender. You had all that space, and you didn't take the throw. You didn't throw the football. You didn't do a quarterback's job and take the throw. He has all the time. He has a great pocket. He has all this room, all this space. As he's coming out of the break, it's only getting more clear. This guy starts to flat foot, and he's working up. Why don't you throw this? That would be my question to him, and I don't know why, what, or he could be getting taught differently. I don't want to sit here and bash the guy, but when you're looking at this is part of the pass concept you were reading at the beginning of the play with Adam Thielen. This was meant to be the guy that you're throwing to. And you got this guy and this guy playing upfield, this guy kind of stapled down. Why are you not throwing that? My question goes unanswered. Bryce Young will just literally stamp this one down. Little check down to JT Sanders on a little block and release underneath, and that pretty much wraps it up. Bryce wasn't good individually. We saw that, but the receivers, the offense, and the lack of confidence has hurt Bryce this year. Panthers tied for 29th in the league for average target separation, according to Next Gen Stats. They also tied for 23rd in time to throw with a 2.43 second average time to pressure, which was 30th in the league. I'm sure we can list bad numbers for the Panthers all day, but overall, it's a tough situation and you hate to see it. Anyways, that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and like it. I'll subscribe, watch the past content on the channel. It would mean a lot. And I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.